So first of all, before we get into the topic for today, the big thing on everybody's mind is the debates. Um, I've had a lot of questions about the debates. There is a lot of information that I've provided to you. The directions that I gave you for the assignment are very thorough. So if you haven't read them or haven't read them thoroughly, please do so. Some groups are almost done with their debate projects entirely. However, there are some people who are missing a member or two. And maybe one of you watching is somebody who hasn't been in communication with their debate group. So if you are someone who has not been responding or has been unable to do so, please reach out to your debate group. If you're not sure how to reach out to your debate group, I created debate group contact forms unique to each debate group on Google Classroom for you guys to fill out. So hopefully if you weren't able to get in contact with somebody before now, hopefully if they update their information in there, you'll be able to reach them and get them to get going with their project and their part of the assignment. However, if you are unable to get in contact with somebody by this afternoon, let's say 2 p.m. Monday afternoon, then I think what's going to have to happen is, unfortunately, you'll have to move on without that person. There may be different reasons why somebody cannot be reached. Some people may think that this person is just ignoring them, but there may be something else going on, especially with everything that's going on right now. It could be a technology issue. They may not have access to that technology. So I'm doing my best to reach out to those people to try to get in contact with them. But obviously for the rest of you guys, there's only so long you can wait and you have to continue working on your project. So if you are unable to get in contact with them by the 2 p.m. mark today, then let me know. Hey, we tried, we haven't been able to reach them. We're going to move forward and finish our debate. That being said, what do I mean by finish your debate? So up until this point, you should already, even if you're missing someone in your debate, you should already be able to do everything except for the rebuttals. So that means the moderators can do their intros, their transitions, their conclusion. The debaters can do their construction, that main presentation of the arguments. The moderators can create and give their follow-up questions, and the debaters can give their responses to those follow-up questions. So the only thing that remains after that is the rebuttals, 30 seconds to a minute each. Why am I saying to just leave that off? Because you can do your construction, you can do your follow-up question, you can do your response to the follow-up question without that missing person, because each of them is separate. The only thing you need to have already been aware of their part for is the rebuttals, because you need to respond to what they said in their part. The exception to that is if you have a missing moderator. In that case, you would have to do it a little bit differently. I think the moderator should still do their intro, transitions, and conclusion by themselves, with the hope that the other moderator can jump in and do that as well, and then the editor can decide who will speak for each part. That does create a little bit of a tricky issue with the follow-up questions, because we don't want to have one moderator asking all the follow-up questions. So perhaps the moderator would do half the follow-up questions and then wait for trying to get that person's response. And if they don't respond by 2 p.m., you'll have to move on without them. And just treat it as if they were absent. So if there was originally 2 moderators, now there's only 1 moderator. That moderator should do all of it. If there were 2 debaters, now there's only 1 debater. I'll leave it up to you if you want to speak twice. If you'd like to get extra time to give more arguments, you're welcome to do that. If you prefer to just stick to your time, then you guys can just skip that space and just leave that empty. You can say this person couldn't be with us today, and so we'll move on to the next person or the next part. So I hope that clarifies things for the debate. I look forward to receiving your debate projects, and I hope that this will be a good way for you guys to stay connected with each other. So now that we have that out of the way, we can get into the topic for today. And we are officially starting a new unit, Unit 7, Rise and Rebirth of Regional Powers.